What's the most dangerous food you've ever eaten?
Accidentally ate a poisonous mushroom on vacation when I was 5. I was non-responsive and ended up in the hospital for a couple of days. To clarify, nobody knew it was poisonous until I didn't react to anything later that night when I was already laying in bed.
Hey, me too. I just remember eating the mushroom and then waking up in the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. Though the hospital was a dream at first and tried to take of my IV and walk away lol.
Turns out, I'm allergic to apples.
Are you a doctor?
Methylsulfonylmethane or MSM. It's a dietary supplement that some people take to treat joint issues. My Phil was taking it and wanted me to try it because it has a very peculiar taste. He gave me a spoon that probably only had 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of the powder on it. I took it, tasted it, it was very bitter, and swallowed. Within a few minutes my throat began to swell. I had some tightness to my chest and some wheezing plus some hives a while later. I had started into anaphylaxis. Luckily it didn't proceed too far. That's how I discovered I was allergic to sulfur and/or sulfur compounds. It's also what I joke about with my Phil. The time he tried to kill me for marrying his daughter.
This one time I had a turkey sausage and I guess I was allergic to something in it because my lips swelled so big I looked like a botched lip filler surgery victim. I ended up going to the hospital and now I carry an EpiPen.
Bananas. Apparent I'm allergic to them and didn't know for the first 28 years of my life. My daughter was describing how bananas make her throat itchy and that's when my wife told me that wasn't normal. Still love them, I'm just a bit more careful as to how many I consume.
Found out I had a mild allergy to bananas when I was in my mid-20s. Made a comment to my BF, now hubby, how it was weird that bananas made the roof of your mouth itch when you eat them. He was like, WTF are you talking about? So yeah, that was an odd realization. Edit. Wow, my first award. Thank you.
Fried rattlesnake. The guy didn't tell me it was still filled with dozens of tiny ribs which lodged in the back of my mouth. I had to reach in with my hand and pull 'em out before I felt safe to breathe again. Edit. It was lightly flavored and flaky like fish. I'd eat it again.
I feel like that would have been an important thing to mention.
After I finished, I looked at him in disbelief when he said, "Oh, I suppose I should have mentioned that." Whatever, the guy tried to do something nice. I took it for what it was.
Gyromitra esculenta, poisonous mushroom that can be lethal if not parboiled correctly, but I trust my mom. She makes amazing mushroom sauce from them. One of the best thing I've eaten.
What I don't understand is how people figured this out. Oh poo, Gary ate that mushroom and died. Yeah, but what if we boil it first?
The amount of times I've almost choked to death on an extra cheesy mozzarella stick is ridiculous.
My brother had a cheese stick get caught in his throat as a teenager. He reached in, pulled it out, dipped it in marinara and re-ate it. I remember it to this day some 17 years later.
The last piece of my wife's fancy sea salt chocolate bar.
I know exactly the chocolate bar of which you speak. It's rumble time over that last piece.
Chicken a friend of mine made. She thought if you can eat a steak medium rare, it would be fine to marinate chicken, call it a chicken steak and eat it medium rare. I think she was 21 or 22. The chicken incident was a few years ago. And it was not the first time she was oblivious to well-known cooking rules.
Cashew bar. Didn't know your tongue could itch. Or that you could feel your throat closing up. First time I cried in front of my mom in years.
Sushi from a gas station store. Fermented shark. The taste itself was enough to make my stomach quiver, but worse were the flavor burps that lasted for 2 days that no amount of toothpaste, mouthwash could destroy.
Holy poo. That must have sucked.
Those round red and white striped mints they give out at some restaurants. Choked so bad my dad had to stop the car on our way home and check if I was all right. Then my parents banned me from eating those for a few years. Oh, and a few years ago while eating sushi, I accidentally ate a big chunk of wasabi. I didn't see it on my chopsticks. My lips swelled up so much I'm sure the Kardashians would have been jealous. This almost happened again on Saturday. I read about that too, actually. A few months ago. I don't like horseradish either lol.